Welcome back to another episode here at Savior of the Second. My name is Adam. I go by Coach Hardgains because Hardgains is the name of my coaching platform. I've been coaching bodybuilders, recovering and current drug addicts, as well as mentoring troubled youth in the inner city for over 20 years. But I've also been instructing Intro to Self-Defense through the form of progressive fighting systems, which I was trained in by my father, by Paul Vunek himself, and by multiple members of the Gracie family, if you remember Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Today's video is very simple. I just want to make some clarifications. If you've been watching the channel for any time at all here, you immediately know what a fan of the Ruger LCP I am. And I'm a huge fan of the Ruger LCP. Since I have been carrying, one of my main carry guns has always been the Ruger LCP. I started out immediately with the first Ruger LCP-1 that came out. I had a love-hate relationship with that firearm, and then a new model was introduced. At the time, this model was called the LCP Special. That LCP Special was this. It was an upgraded version of the LCP-1. It had really nice sights that could actually allow you to re-engage your target. It had this wonderfully upgraded, skeletonized, anodized red aluminum trigger. And I don't think there were any changes to the frame, but for some reason, it just fits better than the LCP-1 did. That could just be in my head, because I don't think they made any adjustments to the dovetail or the beaver tail or whatever, or anything like that. Now, with this Ruger LCP Special, as it was considered and commonly called, I guess no one really knew that it was a special, and it came out as just an upgraded LCP. So I want to clarify what this actually is, because so many people are like, well, what the hell is that thing? It's not a special because they never called LCP a special. Well, they did, but this is actually a Davidson's distributor exclusive. Okay? So technically this is Ruger LCP model 3755. So that is what I wanted to clarify today. If you would like to find this model, which I strongly suggest that you do, this is Ruger LCP model 3755. I have a Hive mag extension on there that allows me a +1. I have a Talon grip there, which I love. I love these Talon grips. I've used them on many of my firearms. And so that is clarification number one. Now, if you have also caught this video here, you will see that I picked up what I call now the Ruger LCP Anniversary Custom, which technically that's really what it is. But it's just like another special, meaning it has a stainless steel slide with front and rear serrations now, but it has the same skeletonized anodized aluminum trigger. The sights are better than an LCP-1, but not quite as good as the LCP Special. If you notice that, let's see, we got that? Got that? Got that? Got that? So if you notice, they're just not the same. They are loaded, so if you notice, I am not pointing them at myself. I will shoot on either side of my face if they go off. Now, this LCP Custom, which is an anniversary model, came out with the upgraded trigger, the stainless steel slide, front and rear serrations, but this is technically Ruger LCP model 3791. So there's clarification number two. If you would like to look up this model, it is, again, Ruger LCP model number 3791. And this one, I have also put another Hive mag extension for the +1. And here I have used a Hogue grip cover, the rubberized grip, which I admit, in the beginning, hated, did not like, because of the extra bulk. But now I'm starting to love. Like, not love like as much as the Talon, because the Talon is just perfect for me because this is a micro. I carry a micro for a reason. I carry a micro. I started out with a micro in my ankle and then under my armpit and then inside, outside, and then simply just in a pocket sleeve because, again, I'm a coach and I am in gym clothes all the time. And then now with the introduction of belly holsters in the form of the Bravo belt, which I love. If you haven't caught that video yet, go catch that video. This is just the perfect gun for me to have on me all day long, all the time, everywhere. I also introduced the DeSantis Micro holster, which has been a great holster for me. I do carry appendix. This is just a tiny little holster. It has a single mag extension loop. It is ambidextrous, so you can set it up either way. And I love this little holster. It's been great, and it's gone everywhere with me. These are fantastic firearms. Someone made a comment recently in one of the other videos that Kel-Tec basically introduced us to the micro, and Ruger has essentially perfected the micro through the LCP, which I agree completely. And maybe he didn't say that, but I'm basically saying it that way. Through the introduction of the micro from Kel-Tec, which I did have and had a lot of issues with, just like my first KSG, which is why I got rid of the KSG and now only have the KS7, which I love my KS7. I really have not had any issues with my KS7 as long as you do not pussy pump it. You cannot, and I'm sorry, I'm not PC. I don't care about being PC. If you pussy pump a shotgun, if you pussy pump any shotgun, it's going to malfunction. But if you pussy pump a KS7, it will malfunction. KSGs are a whole nother story. I've had so many issues with multiple KSGs. I would love to find a perfect KSG because I did love it. I loved my KSG. But I love my KS7 because I do not have issues with it. I've had no malfunctions with the KS7. But Ruger, through this LCP special, perfected the micro, in my opinion. And this anniversary custom, as we are referring to it, model number 3791, is just another version of a perfected micro that I love keeping on me, carrying with me at all times. And for me, it means that I never have to elect to go somewhere without a firearm or put too much thought or effort into, well, what am I going to carry based on what I have to wear today, right? Because that's just not the way that I operate. Again, I'm typically in gym clothes coaching, a lot of times coaching bodybuilders, so I'm moving around a lot. I don't want anything that's going to be cumbersome on my body. I don't want anything that's going to fall out or cause a problem or snag or print, because it really does turn off a lot of people, especially female clients, when they see that a bodybuilding coach is carrying a firearm. Well, that could be potentially relatively scary for a female, and rightfully so. Should be. Women should look out for that and be very careful. All right, so that clarifies a question that I've been getting a lot now since that initial LCP video. I hope that you can now find one because they're impossible to find. And if there's one online, hopefully I'll beat you to it. So, thanks again for watching, guys. This is Savior of the Second. My name is Coach Hardgains, also Savior of the Second. Catch you next video.